This is just my theory, don't take anything literal. I see people have been talking about Frozen 3's concept art that was shown at D23 2024 back then. So most of you will have seen the picture before. It's like a golden castle in the sky where Elsa, Anna and Olaf are heading towards it while a black horned figure is following them. But I'm not here for that, I'm here just for the castle. The golden castle in the sky, apparently. Now this castle is very familiar in very different movies, Disney films. It's shown up in 2 or 3 movies prior to being on the D23 2024 Frozen 3 concept art. So what does that have to tell us about what will happen? Well, first for sure, let's just cut the thing shorter. We don't know if it's a castle in the sky really, but it really looks like that. Maybe it can be in a horizon like a bigger castle that is golden and they're just heading towards it. And that's the space between how far they are and how far the castle are and how it looks in the sky. Since it's so big, it looks like it's coming from the sky. It could be that, but I can also be wrong. Or we could be heading into Norse mythology. Many people claim that Loki will be in Frozen 3 or 4, but I'm not sure about that. Now the Frozen 3 concept art looks similar to something else. As I read on one of the posts on Reddit, in Frozen 1, Elsa's castle, Ice Castle, has also a concept art, but that concept art looks similar to this concept of the Frozen 3, the Golden Castle. So you're telling me that's gonna be a new castle? Or is this a castle of some other king, queen? Let me know your thoughts down below. But that just proves my theory even more on my other video, that maybe they both will be lords as higher in a bigger castle. One faces as the bridge and the other also faces as the bridge, making one equal, bringing both worlds. Or maybe there's a higher god or goddess in that castle that rules over everything. Maybe Odin or maybe something like that, or someone like that. But we haven't seen Arendelle yet. As I proved, Arendelle is a person who can take shape or form of anything, since it created everything. In the concept art, as I showed you before, there is a person creating things in the Frozen 2 scroll, and this being was never seen before. So is that a sign that we will see the being, or we will perhaps see the being? I don't know. But my thoughts are rather show it in Frozen 4 to end the series, maybe. Then we can know who is who. And maybe this being looks similar to Elsa and Anna, similar to how Tafiti looks similar to Moana, if that makes sense. But this creator Arendelle has to be bigger than everything, even Tafiti in that cases. Since it created the water, people don't understand. Arendelle created everything, water, fire, earth. So that means if Tafiti came from water, who created the water? Arendelle. So who is the creator of everything in this realm? Arendelle. So it needs a being in order to create. It cannot be just a river. Yes, a river is how it's mentioned, how Donna mentioned it, but it cannot necessarily be a river. Maybe it transformed into a river in order to show people memories through the ocean or through the ice. But then again, the mist came in, nobody was able to go there, so there goes that. Also, here's my other theory. Olaf will maybe find love, but not in a sense that he's looking for it. Maybe Elsa created him a counterpart, a female counterpart, maybe in such a way that he asks her or she makes him in the end a counterpart, a female snow woman, let's say that. Now there's not much on this theory, it's just my thoughts, maybe it could happen. Since everything revolves around romantic relationships in this Disney universe. But hopefully Frozen doesn't focus a lot on that part, because we already have Anna and Kristoff as the romantic interest in the Frozen movie. However, I think it's more possible for him to get love than Elsa to get love, because as we know, most of us want Elsa to stay single and all that. But I can take single, but comparing it to other characters like Jack Frost is impossible, because it's different studios, and different studios means they have to pay for the rights to own the character for a certain amount of time, or in one scene or in one film. Then they can use the character. So I don't think Disney is smart enough to do that, to buy Jack Frost from the other studio and bring him to Disney just to make this love interest possible. But what they can do is take advice or take signs or take advice from these people in order to create the perfect man for Elsa. But like I stand, I wanted to stay single. Maybe you guys also think the same, but that is my opinion, and many people on the internet, on Reddit probably, if you say Jack Frost and Elsa and all that, they will downvote your post. So don't say dumb things like that on the internet. So it's better if she says single, or if she really wanted our relationship in the end, maybe Jennifer Lee could make Elsa her own partner or relationship with another guy. Like I'm saying, she can literally create ice sculptures and ice people. We've seen that in Arendelle, and we've seen that in the Enchanted Forest. Okay, the Enchanted Forest ones were frozen, but Arendelle, if she's really one of Arendelle, she can use one of that and make an ice man or a man made of ice or snow. But yeah, that is my theory. She just has to stay single, that's all I want. She will grow in power, maybe even stronger. The last theory is my most important one. She will gain the power of all the spirits. Since she is the leader, apparently, she will now have to gain, in the end, the power of air, fire, water and earth. Now does that make her airbender? No, it doesn't. She will remain with the ice powers, but she could maybe manipulate the other spirits in order to use them in fights, or if she wanted to. So just imagine how powerful she will be at the end of Frozen 4, with all these abilities and things she can use to fight or to do something. And that's just half of the spirits. There's no way there's only 4 spirits, including Elsa as the 5th. Because take this into consideration. There's lightning, there's thunder, there's the sky, there's the darkness spirit. None of that has been shown yet, but of course they will reveal it in Frozen 3 or 4, as there is more spirits. So now just imagine how powerful Elsa will be if she does this, and she has tamed all these spirits. What would harm her in the end? Since she will be able to control all these spirits, nothing can harm her. Now my last theory, not actually a theory, is actually a correction. People get mad when I say this is wrong, but hear me out. On Reddit, people be saying Elsa will lose her powers and then try to get it back. That is the most funniest thing I've heard. Why the hell would they let Elsa leave her powers or take Elsa's powers away? In a sense, that's what people say on Reddit. Many people have seen many posts on it. But here's my thoughts on that. It's not possible for Elsa to lose her powers, since the movie revolves around her powers. So there's no way she can lose her powers in the end. It's literally called Frozen for a reason. So that's just a dumb thing. It will never happen. Best thing can happen is Anna getting powers, but I don't think that can happen. But there's always a maybe. But Elsa losing her powers is out of the question. I don't think Jennifer Lee will focus on that. Since in Frozen 1, Elsa was frightened, scared of her powers, and then she embraced it in Frozen 2 properly. And now she's going on a journey to test the limit, or whatever the plot will be. You see where I'm going? So no, we have a long journey of her powers. She struggled with her powers, she embraced it, and she's now gonna use it against this enemy in Frozen 3 or 4, whatever enemy it is. There's no way she can lose her powers, because that is a stupid claim, and it will never happen. According to me, I don't know, it could happen, but for me, I don't see Elsa losing her powers. That is just stupid, that is just plot telling. That's just plot description before the time. But people have been saying, what is Elsa without the powers? Well, maybe she will be human as well as a goddess in the same time. Maybe that is how they can sort this out. Since we all want to see Elsa as a human, as being a normal human being. But as for losing her powers, as for losing the very thing that makes Frozen popular, I don't think there's ever gonna be a reason to let Elsa remove her powers automatically, or some god being removes her powers. I think that is unnecessary. And also, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and maybe share it to your friends if you like Frozen or anything related to Frozen.